Torghast is full of traps. We're no doubt going to put into different ones, but they usually can be... You turn it back on again! Chris! Oh, I'm dead. Okay, we have one death. You need to run, Mike. If we would die here, the tower is coming. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the TDP, where I am joined by the team. Hello, Mr. Nups.
Hello.
Mr. Chris.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Mr. Finn.
Hello.
Hello. We are going to be doing what Blizzard has asked us to do, which is some focused testing on Torghast. Torghast is, and probably Finn's got a lot more to contribute on this one. Torghast that you will get in retail is not the Torghast that we showed you all the way back in Alpha. It's a little bit different. They've added a lot of stuff to it, but we've chosen a variety of classes and specs here so we can show you guys some powers. We're going to be doing what Blizzard has asked us to do, which we've made these pre-mades that they've made to do layer 4 of the weekly. This is what you'll be doing to get your legendary stuff. So I'm going to get us started because every Torghast run starts with a power. So I'm going to choose Increase Phantasma earned by 25%. That's my currency to buy stuff with. Who's next up? Mr. Finn?
Yeah, sure. So I've got a couple of options. I've got enemies within 15 yards have their cast speed reduced by 30%. And I've got Tiger Palm range increased by 5 yards and deals damage to deals damage an additional time, basically. And it also charges you to the target, which is a Lego. Out of interest.
It is a legendary effect.
I'm going to take the casting speed one because I'm a team player.
Yeah, that's right. And it is the best defensive spell in the game.
Yes.
Mikey?
I'm going to go for Spellweaver's Mojo, which is your Fire, Frost, and Arcane spells cause the target to take 30% increased damage from the other 2 elements for 8 seconds. So I'm going to be like fire blasting shit and Frost Nova, I think.
Yep.
Because I'm playing
Arcane.
Chris?
Arcane is so fun in here.
So I'm just going to go with reduced cooldown on Bloodthirst, probably.
Nice and simple. Let's get started. Yeah, nice and simple. So Torghast is an enemy grind. I don't expect us to fail this particularly. We might do. You never know. We are all playing Venthyr, lads. Who's happy about that? I am not.
I am, because Contemn goes burr.
Condemn does indeed go burr. That is one sad thing. I know I'm on the outside, but at least Finn's with me on this, right, Finn?
Yeah, I'm not too happy about this. I'm pretty interested about my monk spell actually, because it was broken last week. So I'm intrigued to see if they've fixed this. I can spawn like loads of little monks, but the Torghast powers broke it. So yeah,
you just went full ham there. Actually, I can see your little red monks are following us everywhere. Well, I'm going to go ham now, guys. Are you ready to see the awesomeness?
Go on.
Here it is.
I've got a tower sentinel and everything.
Boom! Look at that.
Oh my god, you're blasting so hard.
We should probably draw some attention to this. This Tower Sentinel here, guys, is no joke. Okay. In fact, Nups is already dead. Yeah, this guy is no joke, especially at this level. I'm going to bubble and try and heal up here. This guy is one of the scarier mobs that you'll find in here. These also cause you to slow your haste down. They mess you up quite a lot, these Tower Sentinels. And also the elites grow in power. You'll see the stacking buff here. It's up to 5 now, this unnatural power. They get to be very strong. They can be CC'd.
I've got some Arcane Barrage slows here, so...
Yeah, I'm kiting a little bit. I'm kiting as much as I can. Although he seems to be hitting me from far away. That's fine. I've got Flash of Light to keep me going. I'm throwing Hammer of Wrath, lads. We got this. Finish him.
Easy
Nearly.
kill. Easy
there
kill.
Easy kill. Easy kill. They are not a joke. Neither is this. So this is what I think Blizzard is doing this focus testing on, because it's a weird request. There are some abilities in here that I don't think people are going to spot the first time that can end your run real quick, because we have 12 deaths, but that's because we're in a group of 4. You can see the 12 death counter up here. But after that, the Taragru will come for us, and this lasts the duration of the run. What do you think, Finn? Coming to you, because one thing we do ask ourselves sometimes is, it feels a little easy now, but we've done huge, like hundreds of hours of Torghast. Do you think it's actually much harder than we give it credit for a lot of players?
I think there'll be things that they don't notice the first time, like this massive attack that the guards do, that perhaps will just one-shot people, I think. Yeah. But yeah, once you get used to the abilities that the stuff does, I don't think it scales high enough anymore to really cause you that much of a problem. Once you get a couple of powers in you, You just smash through the floor regardless of what they do. At least that's
Finn's referring to that
happened.
massive strike you just saw the Morsworn Guard do. That's one of a number of abilities that will one-shot you once you hit a certain level. Oh, we have a mission, guys. We have a mission, which are located in Torghast. So you want to be watching out for these things. Can someone hit the lever? please turn off the trap. So we've got a captive dredger here. Who turned it back on?
I'm pretty sure that was Chris.
Lies and slander.
Turn it off again. God damn.
I thought it did.
Okay, we need to release the dredger and find some prisoners. So Torghast is full of traps. We're no doubt going to put into different ones, but they usually can be. You turn it back on again, Chris.
Oh, another Tower Sentinel.
All right, Tower Sentinel. We need coolies. This thing's going to wreck.
I popped all my CDs.
Yeah, watch out for the massive crunch that it does. Oh, the Arcane Mage is taking it to school. Oh, hodging, running. Yeah, these things are no joke. These are actually considered the proper elites of in here. And we want to be very careful of Tower Sentinels. Now, it used to be, they've actually changed these quite a lot. Do you remember, Finn, when they were zone-wide? They have a haste reduction debuff.
Yeah.
That slows you down. They used to be zone-wide, and quite literally... you would walk in, and if it had 4 Tower Sentinels, you couldn't walk anymore.
Yeah, you just couldn't move.
Just be like... It was good times. You just crawl your way through there with speed buffs to try and reach what needed to be done. It's the Howl. Some good stuff. Yeah, we're just recording right now, Em. Good afternoon to you. Right, these souls you can pick up, these are going to give you flat buffs. Now, these souls do not actually relate to the more souls that you can pick up. Which I thought they were going to, but they don't. Which would have made Torghast a really cool place. I have to say something, this stuff hits really hard. Maybe it's because I'm getting aggro more often than not, but... Oh, there goes the Arcane Mage. Good stuff, good stuff. Do it for me, Arcane Mage.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a new power. So, I got Door of Shadows cast time reduction, which I don't particularly want. Cooldown of Blessing reduction, which I don't really want. So I'm going to get Hammer of Wrath as a 30% chance to cast Hammer of Justice on a target, so I might get some free stuns out of it. Finn?
Yeah, I got the Door of Shadows one as well, which I don't want. I'm actually going to take the one that every time I attack a new creature, I'm healed for 6,000. Because that's pretty big on AoE pools. You can instantly top yourself.
Yeah. Mike?
I'm going to go with Fire Juggler. That just seems fun. Your Fire Blast launches the enemy into the air.
It does do that. What's Chris going with?
So I've got 2 viable options here. I've got either Impending Victory gives me 5 Phantasma, or Exploding Morats. I'm not sure which one would be best.
I can tell you right now, Impending Victory is ridiculous, because it will keep stacking, because some of these abilities actually stack. You can pick that up multiple times. You will end up with so much Phantasma, you can buy whatever you want once we get to the Broker.
Nice.
Yeah, the Broker will occur every 3 floors. So this run will be 6 floors, because it's just this is the weekly. What Blizz is trying to find out here is where exactly the cutoff point is. Now, you don't have to kill everything. I think some people get confused by that, but if you've watched our Torghast races, you should know we don't have to kill everything, but what we are doing is kind of hunting for powers. But if we find a power that tells us who of these mobs has powers on them, we can start skipping a lot of enemies. But obviously we're trying to get powerful for you guys. We have another big elite coming, the Death Speaker. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready, yeah.
Alright, here he comes.
Just
Ranged interrupt, or...
Just a heads up, my guys are out and they might pull stuff.
There's some patrols on the right there.
Well, I've got the solution. You ready? Here it is.
Oh my god.
That seems like a solution.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm dead! My solution did not work, team. Well, I think it helped. I was healing you guys, so there's that.
You did all the important stuff. It's fine.
Oh, I almost walked into a massive strike immediately upon coming back. Oh, I got new power. So once every 45 seconds, Word of Glory applies Blessing of Spell Warding. When a party member is damaged below 50% health, you cast Blessing of Sack on them. Okay, I'm going to take that in case any of you get in trouble. Ben?
I just took 75 Phantasma. There was not really a good option, so I'll get something from the Broker.
I want to come back to that in a second and explain why that's a good thing. Mikey?
My first Arcane Explosion of the floor deals 850% damage. That sounds fun.
And that stacks up pretty quick. Oh, this guy's kind of dangerous. Let's be careful with this one. Chris?
Well, mine's one for Condemn, so obviously I'm taking that. And it basically knocks down enemies for half a second.
Okay, you probably just CC'd the whole game then. That's good. Finn, why would you take Phantasma over a raw power? Tell us about the broker.
So the raw power that I had the option of was 3% mastery, which is generally quite a low damage power for Monk. So the broker has essentially a random set of powers when you get to him, and they cost 150 each, or like it scales 150, 175. So it's actually sometimes better just taking the raw Phantasma and then gambling on the broker having a better power than the 3% mastery was. So in that case, the 3% mastery is probably not that good for me, and the broker power has a better chance of being good. So
yeah, it's exactly that. The broker is quite a powerful part of Torghast now. Now, Finn also just picked up a key, which you probably saw on his screen. So each floor will have something like this, which can grant you special extra powers. Like certain powers are only available. Watch the Massive Strike. I've stunned it anyway. Certain floors do have powers that are unique to either the way you get it. So in Finn's case, he's just started unlocking the lock. There'll be a chest somewhere on the floor that will be a lock that we can do something with. If you find all 3 keys, which are usually in each corner, there may be a rare elite, which has very unique and usually very powerful items. This is a floor where we'd usually get one of those. They're usually behind these locked gates, but I'm not seeing one right now.
Yeah, I'm not seeing one either.
Yeah. Now, again, farming mobs, what's the point? Phantasma. So if in your early days of Torghast, like in your early floors, it's kind of worth killing quite a few mobs to get your strength up. So I found another key here, so I'm going to click the key. That gives us 2, I think, unless somebody else has found one.
Nope.
Okay. Now we need to activate these levers to open all the doors. Now this is going to open up a door that's behind us. Don't fall for this. This is a relatively new floor that me and Finn have been stuck on during races because it actually unlocks back here.
Alright.
Yeah.
There'll be a power tower right as well. This will show how much I've done Torghast.
Yeah, despite the fact there is a huge variety of floors now, I agree with Finn. You know exactly where they still repeat. They're not randomly generated. A lot of people did expect that Torghast was going to be full randomly generated, but to be honest, the best roguelike games do not use full randomly generated environments. They pre-make them in some way. Oh, okay, I got a great one here. When an enemy dies within Consecration, I get 20% damage and healing for 10 seconds. So I'm going to be picking that one.
I'm actually taking Phantasma again.
Oh dear, not very lucky for Finn.
I'm taking 300 Phantasma this time. The other option was a shield when I pick up Phantasma, but you never really pick up enough for that shield to be big enough unless you stack it, so we'll go for a broker gamble.
I've gone for a really common one, but it seems right. It's a 40% stronger shield.
Yeah.
And I've just taken another Bloodthirst cooldown reduction.
Oh boy.
Okay. So now we have a little gauntlet to do, guys. This will not one-shot you at level 4. The higher levels of this, these traps will almost... it eventually will one-shot you. You need to be a bit careful. So I'm going to deactivate the trap for you guys. Because Nups nearly died.
Yep.
Be careful. I'll heal you.
Just eating some mage food.
Yeah. Let's be a little bit careful. These, I actually thought these traps wouldn't hurt you, like in true World of Warcraft fashion, that the traps would be quite weak. Absolutely not.
Yep.
Finn, where are these dogs coming from, sir?
So these dogs are our Torment ability, which was the thing that was implemented sort of just after Alpha, right? And people thought it was a timer on Torghast. They've loosened it a little bit, but the dogs are the ones we have right now. Essentially, when we're out of combat, those 2 dogs will spawn and attack us. As you scale up the floor, the dogs become more powerful. So you can see, like in our debuff section, you can see on my UI, for example, while not in combat, they spawn with 30% health and 30% increased health, and that's because we're on like essentially the 3rd layer. So as we get up to floor 6, they'll get stronger.
For sure. I just found the last key as well, so a chest is going to be waiting for us somewhere. And we found another power in here. Killing a Mora increases your max health by 2% up to 100% and acquire 150 Phantasma. I'm going to take the Morat one. Generally speaking, this really doesn't affect the run we're doing now, but the earlier you can get this, the better. You just take double HP, makes it much safer as you go higher floors, certainly the Twisting Corridors. What are you getting, Finn?
I'm getting Touch of Death damage, increases my Fortifying Brew by an additional 5% max health. That stacks as well, so the more you touch of death stuff, the higher my Fort Brew makes my HP, the bigger my touch of death becomes. It's like an interesting little skills on itself.
What did you get, Mike?
I just went for some more Phantasma. The other option was dodge chance after doing a Doors of Shadows, and you don't really do that much as a mage.
No, not at all. And Chris?
And I just took some Phantasma.
Yeah, it's not uncommon to find yourself... this is going to be tricky here, because these things still hurt us. We're not super powerful yet. I would actually recommend, this is just for our viewers' sake more than anything, I think we might be able to tackle this, but we sneak around and we get the chest power before we tackle this. So we can open a shortcut here back to where we were before, and if we pull these out... This is a decision you might want to make in Torghast. If you're not super powerful yet, it's totally fine to go, okay, let's find a couple more powers before we commit to a big heavy pull. It can often be a good idea. Certainly when Torghast was a little harder, this is a lot of what Torghast was. And something I enjoyed a hell of a lot, Finn, was that we couldn't just kind of slap through it.
Yeah, it was
so
a lot
this is a special
CC.
chest power. Yeah, it was. Judgment has a 30% chance to allow Hammer of Wrath to be cast on any target, or another 25% Phantasma earned. I'm going to take the 25 Phantasma because I already have that, which means my Phantasma is now sorted for the rest of the run. I don't need to ever worry about Phantasma again.
I'm taking a stack of, when you attack a new creature, you're healed for 6,000. So it'll now heal me for 12. I am big tank man.
Yep.
Now mine is pretty cool. The damage of your Arcane Blast, Fireball, and Frostbolt is increased by 2,000% when you cast it while invisible. Hoo-hoo.
We could do a demonstration of that. Have you got Invis ready?
I have, yeah.
So if you would like to use it, let's get Chris's power and then maybe use it on that Lord of Torment, because this pull's going to be a little nasty.
I'll make sure I've got Touch of the Mage Eye up as well to copy that damage.
Interesting. And I've just taken a 20% damage buff to Rampage.
Ah, fair enough. Alright, Mike, demonstrate. Or do you want us to pull so you can set it up?
Go ahead and pull, and I'll do it on the Lord of Locks.
Okay, let's kill these dogs first, because they just spawned on us. This is our Torment that we're dealing with. Alright, pull it.
Right, here we go. And that didn't do a lot.
It'll get there, I'm sure. It'll get there. It'll get there, I have no doubts. That was one of the powers I suggested they... when I did my interview with Morgan Day about what we... early Shadowlands development, he asked me, he's like, what Torghast stuff would you guys like to see added to the game, like in terms of legendaries? Oh, I'm nearly dead. Ugh, I almost healed you, Mike. Almost. It was a second too late. And one of the things I said was, maybe the invisibility one. That would be fun. And he was like, oof. I don't know about that. I'm kiting Finn.
I'm not sure if it actually worked there.
It has to be the spell while you're invisible. So if you casted anything else, it's not going to work.
Does it have to be an instant cast?
No.
No,
Just as long as you're under the effects of invisibility while you do it.
I think I did it correctly. It's kind of strange it didn't work then.
Maybe something
No
clicked
power
it.
from them. That's disappointing.
Yeah, usually a good way, if you're overwhelmed with ads and you're wondering which, you don't want to kill everything, usually the Elite's Lord of Locks, like the end of Wing boss, which is in front of the portal, that will always have a power. 100%. But the rest of the powers can be hidden in jars. Random enemies can have them, but typically they do favor rare enemies. It's kind of disappointing if you end up doing some sort of strange, more difficult pathway and you don't get anything out of it. That's kind of a bummer when that happens. But it does happen. Yeah, I'm going to stun him first. Now, what is also interesting is people should probably be aware of this, is the guys at the end, these end of winged bosses, are usually easier than things like Lord of Locks or the massive giant guards. They tend not to be anywhere near as damaging. You bop there, mate. But yeah, you see, he always gives a power. Okay, so I'm going to pick up here. I've got the Spell Warding and the Blessings one again, but I'm actually going to pick up that I have Avenging Wrath for the first 30 seconds of every floor. This one is one that pops up a lot, so it stacks, and you can end up with minutes of Avenging Wrath with this.
Yeah, I'm going to take Spinning Crane Kick, Radius, and Damage increase by 25%.
That's good too.
Mine's pretty fun, I guess. It's blinking through Mallrats instantly kills them, and it gives you 3 charges of blink.
Yes, it does. And there's some rooms full of Morats where you can go crazy with that. Chris?
And I've taken a 25% buff to Condemn's damage and absorb.
Condemn, go burn! All right, it's floor 3, so we're on a broker floor. So broker floors are kind of, if you make it here, you can see I've got Avenging Wrath now when I start the floor. Broker floors are going to give us a broker, obviously, but they also give you a ton of extra buffs. We can see the Tower Grooves here. He's caged up right now, because hopefully we won't die 9 more times. Shared amongst the whole party, that, by the way. But the broker is going to be kind of big. It is worth breaking these pots early game, because you will get a lot of Phantasma. So I've got, out of interest, I picked up some Phantasma buffs, so we all killed the same things, but you picked up some bonuses. So I ended up with 500 Phantasma by this point. Finn?
767.
404.
607.
Chris? Yeah, so you can see where, although the guy skipped some powers, they managed to get back the Phantasma, where I didn't. Okay, so this one's really surprisingly amazing. When you critically strike with a direct attack, Arcane Bolt will also strike your target for 1700 damage. This is what Blizzard talks about with combo points. On its own, not great, but this is going to pair up with other stuff later in the run. Hopefully, I'm making a gamble, so I'm going to take that. I could have taken Ashen Hallow deals 50% more damage when there are 3 or fewer targets, but I'm not going to take that.
Yeah. I would normally take Edge Runner right here, or Edge Lurker, where a 60% movement speed increase when I'm next to a wall. But I don't want to speed away from you guys, so I will just take another stack of my 6,000 heal every time I attack something new.
You are super tanky.
I am tanky boy.
I wonder what this is. Certain anima cells offer an additional choice. Is this just an additional power?
Yeah, so these orbs that we're clicking to give us powers, so those are the anima cells. So every now and again you'll get an extra choice in there. So it can pay off, it might not.
I'll take that.
And I took one where my attacks have a chance to curse the target doing a dot over 8 seconds.
Yeah, that also stacks up and becomes very powerful. So here's the broker. Now we get to spend our Phantasma. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I typically pick up the base stats. So 6% increased critical strike damage, I'm always going to take. I'm going to get the one that Finn had, which was Curious Miasma, which heals me when I attack a new target. And I'm going to get every 10 seconds in combat, I gain a Holy Power, which starts to mount up real quick. Now what we can also buy here is actually some Anima Cells. So I'm going to pick one. Oh, somebody else has bought them.
I ninja'd.
Unfortunately. You ninja'd. Now, as far as I know, and you can actually confirm, you guys, the separate powers that I get the choice of, so the top stuff is shared. Potions and Anima Cells, they're shared amongst all of us, but I don't think the other powers are, or are they?
No, they're not.
Yeah, so you guys can buy them too. So What did you buy, Finn?
I'm going to buy a 36-second cooldown reduction on my Touch of Death, just to pair up with the other Touch of Death power I had. I'm going to buy my Blackout Kick, increases my Fists of Fury damage by 25%, stacking 4 times. I'm also going to take the Ever Tumbling Stone, which means my roll has no CD for the first 30 seconds of a floor.
I can't want to see that.
Yep.
Mike, what are you picking up?
I think I'm just going to go for a bit more health. I feel like I need it. I've got quite a bit of threat here right now. And I'll go for a bigger Arcane Explosion. Bigger is better, right?
Bigger is better. And Chris?
So I took the crit buff, and I took... what was it? Ignore Pain has a 10% buff. So, like absorbs additional damage equivalent.
Finn's rolling around behind you. He's distracting me. Finn's
Equal to
distracting this very serious video.
Equal to 10% of the maximum health. That was the other one.
Alright, who bought the power cells?
I've got 2 power cells, so I will drop one just now.
Alright. Okay, I got 2 stacks now of every 10 seconds I gain Holy Power. I'm going to take that.
I'm going to take that Tiger Palm applies an additional stack of Mystic Touch. So more physical debuff for us.
Yeah, for everybody. That's cool.
I'll go with some extra damage on my Arcane Blast per Phylactery.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And I will get healed when I attack a new creature.
That's fair.
And
have we got one more?
Here's the second one.
Oh, I got another 6% crit damage. Okay, I'm starting to get mighty. I am starting to get very strong.
Okay, I'm taking 60% movement speed next to a wall. I'll see you guys later.
No roll cooldown and
no
6%
rolls.
movement
I'm
speed.
so fast.
I'm going to reduce my Arcane Blast cast time by 0.3 seconds. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really particularly concerned about rage generation, which is the other one here. So there's one here, killing a Morat increases my maximum health by 2%, so I'm probably just going to take that.
Yeah. That's good. So you can see we gained so much power there, guys. Why me and Finn have been kind of anti-broker a little bit. I think that's fair to say. Because if you can reach the broker level with some currency, you tend to be set for the remainder of the run. Our power has now increased significantly since we started. I would say, like, if I was making a build, like what they want to happen in here, like right now, I would love more crits because I have 12% more critical strike damage. I would like to offset that by actually critting more.
Oh, I did
and start getting crazy.
I was going to say I did a thing, but
I have a solution, dude.
I think Zuen did a thing.
It's a Lord of Locks and a Lord of Torment. I suggest we get rid of the Lord of Locks first. I'm trying to catch up.
I'm kiting this guy a little back here.
Yeah. I stunned him.
Oh, he's pulling me back. Oh, God. I'm going to ice block.
I died.
Luckily, I heal a little bit.
Careful, we have 8 deaths left.
Yeah, that was my Zuen. I apologise.
Zuen has been bugged for quite some time, unfortunately.
That wasn't a bug. That was just the packs were too close together, and I didn't realise.
Yeah. No, popped you, Mike. Oh, this guy hurts so much. Lay on hands.
No pain.
Let's not get hit by this. Oh, come on. I was running.
Oh, man.
We have 5 deaths left. We need to be careful or we are going to die.
It's okay. We're good. We're good.
Can anyone stun this?
Yeah, don't worry.
Now, at 10 stacks, these rares will no longer be able to be CC'd. That's something we very need to be careful of. That's part of their power. They're stacking buffs, so in one more stack, this guy cannot be CC'd or interrupted anymore. Which is Blizzard's way of preventing you from really cheesing this. By just, kiting them forever or whatever. They get more and more powerful. They also get faster, right, Finn?
They do get faster, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to pick up, not a great one, just Blessing cooldown reduction. Might actually be not too bad in a party, but not ideal.
I got more Explosion.
Yeah.
I got an even bigger Arcane Explosion.
How big is it now?
This big.
That is quite
big. Oh, that's pretty wide. That's pretty wide.
And I just got a buff to armor and block value. Pretty boring.
Yeah, not all of them are super exciting. I'm going to take, every 10 seconds I get more Holy Power, more finishes, more better. So I have 3 of those now.
I got reduced leg sweep CD.
Oof.
I'll go with additional mirror image.
And I'm just taking another buff to Rampage.
Okay, you are just chopping.
Yeah.
That's all Chris is doing at this point. Just running and chopping. I'm actually getting to the point where I'm generating so much holy power every few seconds that I'm just finisher spamming. Which is fine. That'll do in my book. So from here on out, we only have 5 deaths left. Now, one thing we can do is... in fact, we'll be finishing the run, because our next broker will be on floor 6. Is we can buy a potion that actually increases your death stack, like how many you're allowed to have. Although I kind of think maybe we should show the Tarot at the end of the run. Just to remind people of what the Tarot is. If we defeat the final boss, obviously, the goal is every 6 floors we will fight a final boss. Which the Massive Strike, guys, is getting strong now. I think after each 3 floors as well, the difficulty jumps ever so slightly to try and counteract your power. That's correct, isn't it, Finn? It's every 3 floors?
It does seem that way, because we gained so much power in that broker floor, and this is still not... we're not breezing our way through this,
Oh, was that the Arcane Blast?
It was a casual 60,000 Arcane Blast.
Right, that is not a power.
I wonder if this is a trap.
That is not a power.
I would have clicked it, just saying.
I'll check it.
Oh, no!
It's still a power there, but
Yeah, it's a suspect trap. Unreal.
Very sus.
Right, who's volunteering to do the puzzle? Yeah, sus power, for sure.
Oh, I'm known for my puzzling skills.
Okay. I will take... I'm going to take reduced cooldown on... for Divine Steed. My other choice is 25% more Phantasma, but I do not need that anymore.
I got another 60% movement speed next to a wall. I am
I
fast
got
boy.
Another first Arcane Explosion per floor deals damage. So it's doing like 16 times damage now.
Nice.
Yeah, so we probably want a couple of shots of that on the next floor of that starting. Right, Finn, are you going for the puzzle? Explain the puzzle.
Oh, Chris, what power did you get?
I've taken
sorry,
the
Chris.
5% chance for Condemn to instantly kill non-elites.
Excellent.
Condemn go burr.
Okay, so this puzzle, there's 4 skulls. When you click on them, they change a differing amount of the skull's colour. So if I click the one on the left, for example, all 4 skulls change colour. And then the second from left is 3, and then there's 1 on the second from right, and on the right one it changes 2. So the best way to do it is to get the one that changes all 4 to have the chain disappear on its side, then the one that changes 3 to have the chain disappear, and then the one that changes 2 to have the chain disappear, and we're done.
Yep. That one's very, very simple. There is a much harder one I hope we don't run into, because I almost can't even do it.
Yeah, there's a couple of actually kind of decent ones. Yeah.
I'm going to pick up here. Hammer of Wrath deals 60% increased damage, because I'm thinking more towards the boss now as we're getting to the later floor.
I got more leg sweep. No, actually, no, I didn't. I got more healing when I attack a new creature, because I'm going to be running ahead with my massive movement speed.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So I've heard. What did you pick up, Mike?
I went for... Oh, that was the Ackland Bash, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I went for an even bigger shield, so it's 80% now.
And Chris?
And I took another buff to ignore pain.
Okay. I have an epic choice here, finally. That when I reach 5 holy power, I'm going to gain Blessing of Dawn. I can't mouse over them right now. The tooltip's kind of bugged. But it'll also, when I reach 0 holy power, I will get Blessing of Dusk. So I will have this buff that's passing backwards and forwards.
That is also a
between
Lego.
itself. Yep, that's also a Lego.
I got rubbish ones. I can either take Phantasma, Increased Phantasma, or a Shield for Phantasma. So I'm just going to take Increased Phantasma by 25%.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wonder what this one is. At the beginning of each floor, you will receive an intuition telling you to cast a series of spells in order.
Yep, it's very cool, and you get an int buff.
Oh.
It's a shame that we got that so late. That's kind of one of the ones that you want early, like on an early floor, because it stacks every floor you go to. Like in Twisting Corridors, it's a wonderful spell to have, because by the end of it, you'll be super strong.
Can you fail it?
Yes.
Yeah, but it lets you do it again.
All
it lets you try again until you get it right. Chris?
And I just took a chance to proc Whirlwind on Rampage.
Oh.
So, not
Which
very
is good.
interesting.
That mounts up pretty quick. Yeah, it does mount up if you get a lot of them, but Whirlwind tends to hit a bit like a wet noodle, so not super ideal. Right, this is our last actual
Arcane
power
explosion
floor.
here?
Oh, go for it.
I just
Yeah, you're
stumbled
failing
when
the
I
intuition.
blinked.
Yeah, you're failing the intuition.
That's what it is. So where do I even see
yeah.
my intuition then? I don't see it right now.
It should be...
It's in your buffs, top
floor.
right. Or wherever it is in your UI. There'll be like a little scroll. Looks like an arcane scroll, I think.
Oh,
from
right.
memory. If you mouse over that, it'll tell you the 4 spells that you need to cast. I believe.
Right, it used to anyway. That's what it used to do.
It just it actually went away then. I think I failed it. I heard the fail sound.
Oh.
I think you have to... it used to be that you could change it. It's entirely possible they've changed it so that if you fail it, you can't do it again. If you keep falling over, though, it's definitely trying to get you to keep trying it.
That looked a bit silly.
I just picked up another cooldown to Divine Steed, but we've also found another quest, which will give us a special power. These quests do have unique powers to them, if we can find the partner here of Indigo. Finn, did you get another good power?
I just got 3% burst. Not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was just a blinker cooldown.
Yep. And Chris?
I just got a thing where if you break one of the phylacteries, you get a buff to slam. That's very interesting.
No, I don't actually like any of the ones where it's based on breaking phylacteries, because it takes too long to get it to be really, really good. That's the problem I have with it. It's like you need like it stacks to 100 or something.
Yeah,
and
100.
by then you've used the spell like 50 times anyway, so you generally get very little out of it. Really would love some crit bonus actually too. I'm doing big crits, but I don't have enough crit itself. All right, we've got a lot of locks here. Mike, do you have a blast?
I do.
All right, show us. Unleash the nukes.
I need one, and then I'll do this, and then I'll do this. And he evaded.
Oh no!
That's a thing in Torghast. Oh, because you guys didn't have aggro, right?
Yeah, we went in combat. Yeah.
Oh, you guys were just standing there. Boo.
Well, we wanted to show off your ability to destroy, you know?
Big boo.
Yeah, well, you can do it on the final boss. Maybe you'll even pick up a potion of an extra 30% damage. Oh, no, you can't use that, actually. You have to be in combat. So what you'd have to do... No, it wouldn't work for you because you drop out of combat while you're invisible. That's unfortunate. But there are special extra damage potions in here, as you can imagine. Massive Strike coming in. That killed me from the side. Ironic. Reducing us to 4 deaths. If we wipe...
Oh dear.
If we wipe, it's GG's team. But so far, this is... I want to point out here that these floors... We're about to finish this run. We only have 1 floor left. This is my worry with the other Torghast that we talked about at the beginning. My worry is... These runs that Blizzard has you doing... This is the mandatory run, yeah? This is what you'll need to do in order to get your legendaries.
Yep.
Is these 6 floor runs. We're almost at the point, where we start scaling into the really, really fun stuff. But we're going to finish the run before we get there. And that's why I think people are going to have a really mixed view of Torghast, because they're going to be like, oh, I almost had something really silly happening, but then the run stopped. And that's going to be most people's experience with Torghast. That's what I'm fearful of. It might turn out to be a nothing thing. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Because Finn's done a lot, and you guys are pretty fresh to Torghast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would say it's fine. I'm just not really feeling like, at this stage, at least, there's nothing particularly spectacular happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm noticing the power difference, but nothing crazy, obviously. So
yeah, the crazy combos aren't here.
Yeah. So I suppose that would be my concern, is I kind of might just feel like I'm doing visions over and over, which, you know...
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't fun.
Yeah. I mean, from my point of view, the most fun I've had in Torghast was the 72 floor run I did on my priest, first week.
Yeah,
by far. Yeah.
Oh, it was so good, Mike. You've no idea.
It was
so fun.
You could start at floor 24, and it was really hard. You had to really CC everything, interrupt everything. I played Disc Priest, and even then it was really difficult. But you became obnoxiously powerful towards the end. I was critting for 9 million, stuff like that. And
I think that was the point where you one-shot the Tarragrue at that point.
I one-shot the Tarragrue, yeah. There's no scaling like that anymore at all.
No.
So you just don't see that kind of sort of mindless fun, I guess, which is what I thought Torghast was for initially. So it's always going to be a bit disappointing.
Because you had these hard runs, like Finn just said, they were really hard. And we had, I know we streamed a lot of Tarragrue, and we had some floors that were so hard, we were on them for an hour.
Yeah.
And it was a big reason why when Blizzard tried to time limit Torghast, we were like, that doesn't work, because the early floors, taking your time is part of the fun, because we were being strategic about it. We were thinking about where we wanted to be, and then trying to, get around the obstacles, as you would do in a roguelike. And then when they were like, well, we're going to stop you being able to, take your time, and we're going to try and put some rush into it, we're like, no, that goes against it. But at a similar time, they also took away the ability to get the really silly fun runs going, which is where Torghast shined in my eyes. We had several videos of me and Finn, where we could drop totems to the point where we could continuously stack a damage buff, and we had permanent bloodlust.
Like a 10-minute bloodlust? Yeah.
Yeah, 10-minute bloodlust, and we were just destroying. It was so cool. Oh, I can see Mike's using his Blink Mora ability there, just blinking through everything. Now, this is kind of a scary floor. Let's watch out for that massive guard. This floor is a little ropey.
I have CDs if we want to just chain pull.
Oh, you can blast. You can blast. Oh, that hurts. Ow, 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 ow. There we go. Laying hands to you, Chris.
Thank you very much.
I've got full healer here. Hold on. Bop on, Mike. Try and keep the dream alive.
I just full heal myself every time. Every time I attack something new, I full heal myself. This is so fun.
Okay.
Right, that's really good.
Yeah. As if you're tactical about it, because you can run in an AoE and you won't get any of the benefit. Or you can... Alright, let me see if I can yoink some mobs out of here. I'm going to give it a taunt.
I can try and grab one
they're
as well.
getting... Yeah, I got one.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Yeah, this.
Oh,
yeah, we should pull back a bit and
that
let line of
elite's
sight this
stacking,
thing.
actually.
Is he getting stronger?
Yeah, the molten one is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in combat. That's kind of a bummer. We're gonna have to CC him hard, otherwise we're gonna run out of deaths.
I'll get this meteor.
Oh
I
shit!
can't interrupt for 5. I can hodge him though.
I've got the Invis Blast coming, so try that.
Okay, I'm wingsing. Just blow him up. Just get him out of here. Okay, Mike killed him. Fine. I thought I was helping there. I was like, I'm wingsing. I'm gonna fucking pop some coolies. Mike, like, yeah, arcade blast go.
I'll deal with it, mate.
Oh! I got you, Fid.
Nah, I'm all good.
But now we've got nothing for the death speaker.
You guys
And
want
the
some
death
food?
speaker's gonna hurt.
Put some food down.
Yeah, I'm good.
I've got karma for him as well, so if we get him low. No, touch of death, rather.
We should be good to pull him here
Yeah.
without it being a problem. Let's go. I'll get this one.
Get
I haven't
that.
got Hodge for 20.
I'll take
I
this
got this
guy.
one. Oh.
I've got karma, so.
He's going down. Kind of cool. I have to say, we haven't done group Torghast for a while. They've scaled it kind of well for a group.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it
think
feels
so.
pretty decent.
We're going to have to kill these.
If anything, it's actually easier. It's easier by yourself, for sure.
Yes, it is easier by yourself. I would say exactly that. They seem to have put some proper scaling here, so you do need a little bit of coordination. I definitely still will do it in a group, probably on launch week.
Yes.
It's more fun playing with friends, let's put it that way.
Definitely. Everything's better with friends.
Not everything.
Not everything.
No, there's some things I don't want to do with you guys. A lot of things, let's put it that way. We've not had any powers for a while either. Been a bit stingy this floor. Other than that, we're going to get a load of powers towards the end. I'm trying to keep up my damage buff.
I'll also end this pack.
I wish I'd known that, because it just... I tactically dropped Ash and Hallow, so it wouldn't pull absolutely everything.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, don't die, don't die.
What was that?
Yeah, we need to be
Wow,
careful.
that was hardcore.
I'm bubbling.
That crit
I
shot.
haven't got bot for 30. Yeah, critical shot is one of the dangerous ones. Get rid of the guard. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, we have one death. You need to run, Mike. If we would die here, the Target is coming. You got
Easy.
Invis?
I have Invis. Do you want to use it? I can just cut him towards you if you want.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
Yeah, I don't think there's
super
elites
fast,
in there
but-
getting stronger.
I've got slow,
I think
so I'm just
critical
kiting.
shot also pierces. I think that's what got both of you. I think it's a piercing shot. Could be
Yeah.
wrong on that.
And that just like one banged me.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like we were just saying, in solo, you would definitely not have any of this.
No.
By level 5 in solo, you are stomping through this. But also, they may have upped the difficulty, because we are here because Blizzard's asked us to test this stuff out. So they may have upped the difficulty.
I'm still in combat, but... Oh, there's a hot doggy.
Yeah, Chris is bringing some woofers with him.
Indeed.
Our Fae was actually tanking some shit there.
Nice.
Indigo.
Oh, those things are crazy powerful.
Yeah,
It's
your
worth...
little
If you're
helpers.
doing harder floors, don't... this is a pro tip me and Finn had, is it's worth just letting... Don't release it until you finish the floor, because it will, like, tank most stuff.
Alright.
And even if you die, it'll keep it in combat, so you don't need to redo it. Yeah, keeping your quest guy alive is a very good thing. Because sometimes you can get the quest and turn it in, like, next room, and therefore you don't really get the benefit.
Yeah, like we can turn it in here.
I'm almost there. Even with all these Divine Steed cooldowns, I'm still chugging along merrily.
Not quite a
Wheelchair
DK, but
class.
almost, right?
Yeah, I mean, Door of Shadows isn't really going to help me here either. A little bit. Nadia doesn't give me any good Door of Shadows stuff. Unlucky. Oh, you don't even get that till later on, the second thing now, do you?
But we
I
hand
get the
this
story
man in.
intake. Let's keep it alive while we finish off the mobs, yeah?
Yeah.
Like we just said. There's no reason to turn them in, because you do lose the quest guy once you turn it in. Get out of here, buddy. Anything scary up ahead that you can see? Any rares or anything?
Not quite.
Can't really
Not
see around the
obvious.
corner.
Alright, I'll turn him in then. Let's see what special power he got. I can't remember what this one gives us. Do you remember, Finn? These are unique powers from the quests.
Yeah, it's random, I think.
Satchel filled with herbs or fish or 300 phantasma, so hardly exciting.
Yeah, 10 soul remnants, which is like a covenant thing, or phantasma.
Which I think that's going to be really good come live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was just 10 soul remnants as well.
Yeah.
I got
it's probably what you will take.
I got a chance to get 35% haste.
Oh, okay, fine. Can I have that one, please? Hello? Shh. Do you need?
Do you need?
We've got a guard and a shackler in here, by the way. Nasty strike coming in. I'm stuck because of the shackler. That's not good. Stop shackling me. Beast. And now we've got our nice boss. And then the final boss is all we've got next, so save some coolies.
Is it straight after?
Yep, next floor is just the boss, that's it.
Shall I save my arcane blast for the big boy?
I would. Although I'm dying again. We can't afford to die. They really up the damage on these things.
Yeah, they chunk. Oh, you're getting dotted.
Okay,
away.
this dot is killing me. Oh, does Freedom clear the dot? No. Somebody else pull.
I can tank this guy.
Watch the massive strike. He's gonna make it go brrr. I really wish I had some more crit for the... Okay. That disarm took half my health, which is nice. Massive strike. Nicely done. That's such a death.
Yes.
Also. Alright, I'm going to take the Ashen Hallow buff that we saw earlier because it's only going to be on the boss, which should make it a little bit stronger for us. So I'm going to take that.
Alright, I'm worried about this one.
Okay.
Fallen Order Adepts detonate instead of fading back to the shadows, dealing 8,000 damage.
Holy
Now,
shit.
that is a lot of damage. But this caused my Fallen Order to not work last time. At all.
Yeah.
We're trying it. We're sciencing.
Is it fixed? Yeah,
Okay.
that's the question.
Is it fixed or have you just lost yourself a lot of damage? What are you taking, Mike?
I got a pretty mediocre one. Just spells cast during altar time reduce cooldowns by 1 second.
I got a really boring selection, so I just took some Phantasma.
Fair enough. Well, this is our last chance to spend it. So this is the boss floor. You'll get this every 6 floors, guys. And there'll be a broker. So sometimes you are hoping for this broker to pay off. Certainly with a damage potion. So there are various consumables you can use in here. Like we said earlier, there's one that will increase your deaths remaining. We did not get a damage potion. At least I didn't.
No.
And there's a health potion, which I will take. So what I'm going to pick here, 5% more haste. Is it? No, it's 3% now. 3% more haste, 3% more mastery. Judgment cooldown reduction. I'll buy the power because I've got over 1,000 Phantasma at this point. Next 3 lay on hands have no cooldown. I'll take that. And Divine Steed, why not? And I'll buy the death reduction potions so we maybe don't get the Tarragrue.
I'm going to take a healing pot. I'm going to take crit damage and healing by 6%. More Touch of Death CD. Leg Sweep CD. Blackout kick damage, and it strikes 3 targets now. More healing when I attack something new. And an extra charge of roll.
Extra charge of roll.
I went 3% first, even shorter cast time on Arcane Blast, which that should be cool for the boss. Blink cooldown reduction, some damage when it gets struck, and even more radius on my Arcane Explosion.
Fair enough. And Chris, your choices?
I took another 20% on Rampage and 50% health buff.
Well, that's fair. I bought us one more power, so damage taken from Blessing of Sacrifice reduced by 8% and increases your strength for 10 seconds based on the amount of damage. So I'm going to take that because my other choice is Phantasma, which I can't spend anymore.
Nice. I got another roll charge.
Mike?
Mine was another Arcane Exploding one, but I have to expend it because I needed to do the sequence, which I just completed, I think.
Okay.
And I just took Rage Regeneration.
Rage Regeneration. Right, this boss is relatively easy. He's going to throw traps at us, and he does a charge. Don't get hit by the charge.
Okay.
So, let's go.
Pop all the CDs.
Yeah.
Right, come on, monks, please
There's
spawn.
a charge. He's coming.
Yes.
Oh, the monks are coming. I'm going to drop the Ashen Hallow now. With all the buffs, that should be pretty good. And Mike's just hit it. I saw that.
Here comes the Arcane Blast. I just did the Arcane
Interrupt
Explosion
rats.
as well.
Oh yeah, you have aggro. Taunting him back. Watch out for the rat traps. They do significant amounts of damage. He's charging. Hammer of a Hodge. The boss is seemingly easier than... Maybe because we stacked cooldowns, I don't know, but...
Yeah.
Watch the traps. Okay, he's hurting now. Charge. I'm going to stun him. You're going to pull back. Oh, I've got all these lay on hands. I'm going to use them. Charging again.
Whoops.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
And that's how you get your Soul Ash. There we go. 375 Soul Ash for doing this run. We got a quest to early part of Torghast. But that is what your weekly will look like. Obviously, we took a lot longer here showing it off, doing all those things. But that's the end of the run. We didn't quite take off into the realms of spectacular madness, guys. Mike got there, though. Pretty heavy damage there from the Arcane Mage.
That was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a lot of roll charges and healing.
How fast are you going now? Can you go around the room?
I mean, probably pretty quick. This room's kind of awkwardly shaped for this, but...
Yeah, pretty good.
I'm decently fast.
You're decently fast. Didn't you have a 0 cooldown roll, or is that expired now?
It's only the first 30 seconds of each floor.
Yeah.
But yeah,
In my head, I can just hear the do 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 do.
Yeah. It's a shame. I would love to be able to do a longer run once per week to get my Soul Ash, because the thing is, we've completed layer 4, which is what this is, but now we've unlocked other layers, and to get the maximum amount of Soul Ash, we'd have to do some more runs. You won't have to do it after you unlocked it, so check our more video for that. I don't know if you can link it there, Chris. Which goes through exactly how the layering system works. This was layer 4. Group scaling seems much better, though.
yeah, much better.
Yeah. Felt
Yeah.
pretty good.
Thank you very much, guys. It's a longer TDP, but hopefully you got a better idea of how Torghast will work on retail. So thank you, team, for spending time with us.
Was fun. Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.